If you're going through a divorce with a narcissist right now, I want you to take a breath. You came to the right place. What you're experiencing feels confusing, it's exhausting, and at times it's completely surreal. And there's a reason for that. Narcissists follow a very specific playbook during divorce. And once you see the tactics clearly, you reclaim your power. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Maura McMahon, and I guide moms in healing after divorcing narcissists. In this video, I am going to walk you through the sneakiest, most common tactics narcissists use during divorce proceedings, the ones that leave you questioning your reality, doubting yourself, and feeling utterly alone. By the end of this video, you're going to recognize exactly what's happening and you'll know how to stand firm. So let's get into it.
We are the mothers. We are the mothers. We are the mothers. We seek. We are the healing. We seek peace.
The first topic I'm going to talk about today is called DARVO. It stands for deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. So here's how it plays out in narcissistic divorce. This is sort of a test case scenario. You're going to have to alter it to see how it applies to your specific situation and your specific narcissist, because they're all just a little bit different. But it generally goes like this. You raise a very legitimate concern, maybe around child custody, around finances, or their behavior with the kids. A narcissist is going to deny that it ever happened. They're then going to attack your credibility, and then they're going to shift it and position themselves as the real victim of your abuse. Suddenly, you're the unstable one. You're the dangerous parent. You're the one who's making things difficult. It's all your fault. This tactic works especially well against us empathic women because our first instinct is to consider whether they might be right. That's just built into us. But that compassion, your greatest gift, becomes the entry point for their manipulation. So what's going to ground you here in this type of scenario is documentation. You want to document everything, dates, times, exact words used. Your documentation becomes your clarity when gaslighting clouds your memory. It also works to create a history of your exchanges and the relationship that you can actually use as part of your legal case. Okay, next we've got strategic financial abuse. Narcissists understand that financial control equals power. During divorce, they weaponize money in very specific and calculated ways. They're going to hide assets in offshore accounts. They're going to hide them in business expenses, or they're going to transfer money and assets to other family members or friends. They suddenly report dramatic drops in income right before those child support calculations. They're going to drain joint accounts. They're going to max out your credit cards, and they're going to slow walk financial disclosures to drive up your legal costs. Nothing is too low for them. They are all in throughout divorce because remember, for them, it's all about power and control. So some narcissists are even going to deliberately drag out the proceedings for months or even years. They know that they're going to burn through your resources while they operate from a position of financial security. So I want you to trust your instincts here. If numbers feel off, hire a forensic accountant. The courts take financial misconduct very seriously, and documentation of these patterns can strengthen your case significantly. You want to make sure to make hard copies of bank statements, tax returns, any other assets you may have, and you want to keep them in a safe place. You can even take photos of them with your phone and upload the images to a private cloud account somewhere. Throughout this process, you're going to want to set up new accounts anyways. New accounts everywhere for everything. your email, your phone, your devices, your banking, absolutely everything. Using an email provider like Proton Mail is safe and secure, and you get your own storage drive with each email account that you set up. The process is super easy. So even though this whole thing is kind of a pain, it is absolutely the best thing to protect your safety and your privacy, because these are all ways that they're going to infiltrate and be spying on you. So all of your shared resources are potential places for them to track you and your activities. You want to get ahead of it so that they're not able to do that. Don't get caught off guard like so many moms do. So in this section, I'm just going to go through briefly how courts calculate child support, because this is where narcissists really like to manipulate things. So every mom going through this process, you deserve to understand it very clearly. So courts actually calculate child support through a formula. This is exactly where narcissists like to target those kinds of calculations. So federal law, I'm not an attorney, precursor, right? Disclaimer there. I'm not an attorney, but federal law requires that every state maintains child support guidelines. Most states use what's called the income shares model. It means that both parents share equal financial responsibility in proportion to their income. So lots of times, like we know as moms, we usually don't make as much as our husbands do, especially narcissistic husbands, because they value, wealth and assets so much. So just know that that's common. Please don't feel bad if you're in this situation. I've been there. So many moms have been there. So courts calculate a baseline amount using both parents' combined gross monthly income, the number of kids they have, the healthcare costs, and the child care expenses. So if your child goes to private school and the tuition is, $10,000 a month, that gets factored in. If your child goes to public school, that gets factored in. Everyone's situation is very different. There's a smaller group of states, including Texas, that use a percentage of obligor's income model that applies a fixed percentage directly to the non-custodial parent's net monthly income. So in Texas, that means 20% for one child, 25% for two, 30% for three, and so on and so on. So here's where narcissists attack the system very deliberately. The child support calculations center on reported income. A narcissist who owns a business, works as a contractor, or earns commission-based pay, they carry significant ability to manipulate what income actually appears on their statements, on their line items. They underreport earnings. They run personal expenses through business accounts. They defer bonuses and they shift assets, all to drive their own calculated obligation down. I've talked to so many moms who have experienced this. It's very real. So you need to know about some recent state updates and just let your attorney know, include your attorney in this process. In California, they had a Senate Bill 343 effective September 2025, shifted the calculations from gross to net income for the first time since 1992. This is a really significant change that affects how income manipulation shows up in the calculations there. In Texas, they raised its net resources cap from $9,200 to $11,700 a month as of September 2025, which means the maximum guideline support for one child increased from $1,840 to $2,340. So courts can carry the authority to deviate from the guideline amount when applying the formula that would prove unjust. So your attorney can argue for imputed income, meaning that the court assigns an income figure based on earning capacity, work history, and lifestyle evidence when a narcissist clearly manipulates their reported earnings. I'm going to link a state-by-state child support resource in the description box below so that you can see exactly how your state calculates support and what documentation is going to strengthen your position on this issue. Okay, in this next section, we're talking about using the children as weapons. They actually do this. It's no fun for anybody, but the more information you have, the more power you have. You want to get it. This one hits the hardest for us empathic moms, and it's really designed to. The narcissists are going to pump your children for information about your home, your finances, your relationships, what you're doing, how you're feeling. They coach the kids on what to say to evaluators, to therapists, or to the court. Remember, our kids are like sponges. They've seen dad get really angry and really mean, and they're also in survival mode. So they're going to do whatever they need to do to protect themselves in the moment, as anybody would. But they're going to manufacture these parental alienation claims against you, even when they actively work to damage your relationship with your kids. They're going to show up at school events. They're going to show up at pediatrician appointments, extracurricular activities, because they're creating this public performance of being a very devoted, dedicated parent while documenting everything for court. It's really just a big show. You want to watch for sudden changes in your kids' behavior after visits. Heightened anxiety, regression, or them parroting or repeating phrases that sound like they were coached, that sound like your ex, are all things to be aware of. You want to keep a detailed parenting journal and know that your children need your calm, consistent presence more than anything else at this time. I developed a Narc-Proof parenting plan blueprint that you are welcome to download for free. I'll just leave a link to it in the box below. It gives you the 5 most critical things you need to build into your parenting plan to help protect your kids and yourself. There are absolutely concrete actions and things that you can do to help yourself and your kids through this process. Okay, in this next section, I'm just going to highlight the smear campaigns. So if you've never heard this term before, this is something that they frequently do before you even file, sometimes long before a narcissist begins building their narrative in the community. They're going to tell your mutual friends, your family members, even your kids' school community, that you are mentally unstable, that you are financially irresponsible, or maybe even abusive. They work to isolate you from your support system so that when you reach out, people are already carrying these seeds of doubt because they've had someone whispering in their ear. Social media is going to become a tool for them. They're going to post curated images of themselves as the loving, stable parent while subtly discrediting you. So I want you to be very careful of what you're posting online, or maybe even consider taking a break from social media for a while. It's going to give them less ammunition to use against you. Your attorney probably already told you this anyway, but even if you're just preparing, it's something that you can absolutely start to implement right away. You don't want to let your ex's action, pull the rug out from underneath you. Don't let them get inside your head. Go ahead, maintain your relationships with integrity, but don't be surprised if you have mutual friends. All of a sudden, they're kind of giving you the side eye. Your true friends, your true support system and circle, they're going to see through the performance. Instead, focus your energy on building your legal case and your inner circle of support and trusted people. Really, really important. Okay, in this next section, it's about hoovering and false reconciliation. Please be aware of this. It happens all the time. Right in the middle of divorce proceedings, many narcissists will suddenly become the person you always wanted them to be. They're going to send you kind, thoughtful messages, heart-to-heart conversations. They'll suggest therapy together. They'll remind you of the good times, apologize in ways that feel genuine, and maybe even appeal to your spiritual belief in redemption and healing and forgiveness. This is a tactic. Please don't be fooled. It's called hoovering. It aims to pull you back in, to create confusion and to buy time. An empathic mom who carries hope for healing makes a particularly powerful target for this kind of approach. I have been there. I have been through all of this stuff. Your protection here lives in clarity about the pattern. Genuine change is going to show up in consistent long-term behavior, measured over years, supported by professional intervention. A kind text during divorce proceedings carries a different kind of weight, and it is not what it appears to be. Okay, this next section is about weaponizing the legal system. Narcissists view litigation as an arena for control and performance. They file motions for the purpose of harassment, knowing each filing costs you time, money, and emotional energy. They charm their attorneys, their judges, and their evaluators. They arrive to hearings polished, composed, and articulate while working to destabilize you in the days beforehand. This is a super common tactic. They're going to make settlement offers at the last moment and force rushed decisions. They're going to violate agreements and then deny violations with complete confidence. Remember, it's a performance for them. It's just a show. You're going to want to build your legal team with professionals who have direct experience with high conflict divorce and narcissistic abuse or domestic violence. Your attorney needs to understand that logic and good faith negotiation follow very different rules in these cases. You need to bring receipts to every single meeting. It's really important that you're very well prepared. It's going to help you feel more calm and more grounded. Lots of moms feel more comfortable with a female attorney who's less likely to gaslight you and could not be misogynistic, which means they already believe that women are less than men. Misogyny is very real and very present, especially in these positions of power and especially these days. I've talked to so many moms over the years who have had this direct and awful experience, and there's no need. Preparation can just help you set yourself up for success. This next section is about identity erosion. So this tactic runs underneath like an undercurrent through everything else. Throughout the divorce process, a narcissist works to make you doubt your own perception, your competence as a mother, your sanity, and your worth. They understand that a woman who trusts herself becomes unstoppable in court and in life, so they are on a mission to completely destabilize you and undermine you. Every cruel word, every false accusation, every manufactured crisis carries a secondary purpose to keep you destabilized so you make fear-based decisions. And remember, when we are in fear, our first goal is to get out of fear, to have some control. So lots of times we're not as well thought out in what it is we're actually doing during those times. Your anchor lives in your spiritual practice, in your community, and in your body. You want to ground yourself every single day. Move your body, pray, meditate, journal, spend time in nature, do yoga, whatever connects you to the truth of who you are. You came into this world knowing yourself. You want to reconnect with that version of yourself. This is also part of the reason I created the anchor card in my Narc-Proof Mom Healing Deck that I'll put on the screen here for you to see. It's a great reminder. So now you see the playbook: DARVO, financial manipulation, income hiding, weaponizing your children, smear campaigns, false reconciliation, litigation abuse, Identity erosion, these tactics follow a very specific pattern because narcissists follow a very specific script. And now you know it by heart. You know what to look for. Here's what I want you to remember. Your clarity, your intuition, and your love for your kids is there to give you everything you need to walk through this. You do not have to figure it out alone. There are tons of tools and resources out there. I have a bunch listed in the description box below. So if you're in the middle of this right now and you need someone to talk to, someone who really gets it, just book a free clarity call with me. I offer validation, support, and real guidance for moms who are exactly where you are. I have been there. I went through 2 narcissistic divorces. I've spoken with hundreds of moms all over the world over the last several years, talking about these very specific challenges. I've got links to all of that in the description box below. And if you want a practical tool you can use right now, again, download my free Narc-Proof Parenting Plan Blueprint. I'm also going to leave that link for the state-by-state child support resource calculator so that you can know the numbers, so that you can empower yourself throughout this process, because it is actually based on a formula. It's not just based on who says what. So if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, go ahead and share it with any mom you know who needs to see it. And subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. And I really want you to remember, you already know way more than they want you to believe you know. So until next time, take care out there.